Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Today is the big day, the big day. Finally pulled my most wanted epic champion. You guys have been watching this channel for a while. You know I always want Deacon Armstrong when I do shard openings. I finally got him. Not only one, but I got a dupe. Figures, right? Go figure, get a dupe after the 10th time I tried to pull shards looking for this guy. Anyway, very happy to have him. And I gotta say, guys, this is not me being hyperbolic here. This is me being a straight shooter, being real with you guys, 100%. He's even better than I anticipated. He's that good. So excited to do today's guide. He is a top 5 epic in my opinion. He's my favorite epic in the game. You guys know, again, I've been wanting this dude for so long, and now that he's actually living up to and exceeding expectations, I am so happy. Now, I think that anybody would want to build this dude. Anybody who pulls him, even if you have Stag Knight, same affinity, 3-turn defense breaker. The kits, you know, after that, it's totally different, right? He's bringing a lot more to the table. Not a lot more, excuse me, because decreased speed on the A1 and decreased attack on the same ability of the decreased defense is incredible. Stag Knight is still, you know, an incredible champion. But Deacon Armstrong, he's all about speed as well. So he does have, again, the defense breaker on a 3-turn cooldown on the A2, but he also has on the A1 a leech. He also has time compression, which is one of the sickest abilities for epic champions inside this game. Fills a turn meter of all allies by 15%, decreased turn meter of all enemies by 15%, and then grants an extra turn. We talked about this a lot on the channel, so I'll keep it short and sweet. But first-time viewers, first of all, welcome. I'm Ash. Upload Raid Shadow Legends. Secondarily, grants and extra turn abilities are golden in this game. It's almost like having a built-in relentless proc on the ability, right? And you know how valuable a relentless artifact set is, right? So grant an extra turn, what is that doing? Every 3 turns, we're getting an extra turn off of this ability. So this essentially is going down to a 2-turn or a 1-turn depending on where the cooldown is, usually a 1-turn. So oftentimes you're going right into the time compression, into the AoE, going and applying the leech, and then going right back and doing it all over again, or having the sweeping retribution again. Incredible champion, guys. Very good. Increased ally speed in all battles by 19%. In a lot of ways, I'm subbing him in. On Fire Knight, I'm subbing him in for Lysandra. Lysandra's an incredible champion, one of the best in the game. But if you don't need the A2 of Lysandra, you know, she's one of the better legendaries in the game too. I think I love having my decreased defense and kind of my CC champion with the A3 and in a stun set in one champion. Not only that, but I'm also using him for my aura. Increase ally speed in all battles by 19%. This dude is insane. All right, so enough groveling. I promise I won't grovel the rest of the video, okay? No more saying that he's insane. We get it, Ash. We get it, bro. All right, so masteries. Went pretty traditional with my masteries. Now, anytime that you run a stun set, we're going to talk about some artifact choices in terms of sets, but anytime you run a stun set, it is an idea to go down the defense tree and pick up Fearsome Presence. I thought about it because that will bring my artifact proc from the stun set from 18 to 23%. It's actually a pretty big difference. But I thought I would rather get some damage because surprisingly, with a very low base attack, he still puts out a decent amount of damage, especially because essentially, you know, more than every 3 turns, he's going in with that AoE attack, right? So War Master's good on his A1, and then I just kind of hug the left hand side as I like to do on the offense, on basic kind of debuffer offense masteries. And then on support, you'll notice here, guys, you never just blindly copy masteries on any YouTube or any website. However, I was able to build enough accuracy on this guy, and I was actually a little bit lacking HP in the build that I'm using. I didn't have a lot of HP substats, so I really wanted to grab the extra 810 HP and steadfast, rather than going with the extra 10 accuracy. So again, guys, there's no need to go for pinpoint I feel like everybody on every debuffer or anybody with debuffs in this game, they just automatically, some players, not everybody, just go boom pinpoint, boom charge focus, boom swarm smiter, right? They just go with the 3 accuracies no matter what. But you don't need the accuracy if you don't need the accuracy. Yeah, you tune in for that next level advice, right?
You don't have a better bad idea than this?
This is the best bad idea we have, sir. By far.
Accuracy is an amazing stat in this game, but if you can get it off of your artifacts, you're better off picking up almost 1k HP, right? And then just kind of going with other masteries. So I decided to pick up the HP. I had enough accuracy already on him for what I'm using him for. I picked up Exaltant Death, whatever, and then I went down here to Arcane Celerity. Really, really good. He has the Leech again, and he has the decreased defense, so increasing turn meter whenever a debuff cast by him is removed or expired. I went down, grabbed Evil Eye. Don't pick up Lore of Steel if it's not going to work on any of your artifact sets, right? So I have them in no 15% base stat boost artifact sets, so I don't need Lore of Steel. And then I have Master Hexer, extending the duration of the Leech and the decreased defense in Sniper. So that is Deacon's masteries. Talk about artifacts here, guys. So Stun Set and Perception. Now, what are your artifact choices when building Deacon Armstrong? First of all, why Stun Set on this champion? Well, it's easy, right? Again, we have this AoE, but it's happening even more than every 3 turns, right? It's happening more often because we're granting that extra turn, and we're building them fast. So we're getting a lot of AoEs down off Deacon Armstrong. All those stuns really add up, and think about it, even if they're not, we're landing them only 18% of the time off of the stun set, but still, if we're preventing 1 or 2 enemies to go every single time that we land, or even 1 enemy every single time we go jump into that AoE, think of through the aggregate of a battle, how many turns the enemies just aren't going to take, right? That can be the difference between a win and a loss. And on top of that, he already has a lot of CC in his kit anyway with this turn meter fill and the turn meter depletion off of the enemies. Keep in mind, this also goes off accuracy, just like the decreased defense, just like the Leech. So we built him with stun. I love the stun set on Deacon Armstrong. It's really, really good. It just adds even more to what he's already doing for your team, right? Especially progression, but even, Doom Tower, even endgame, it doesn't really matter. I think stun set works really well on him. You're still gonna wanna prioritize speed, right? So if you don't run him in a stun set, no worries. I'm looking at accuracy sets, perception sets, and speed. I would go 3 speed sets, honestly. Some people also in kind of progression, because he's going into all of those AoEs, you can actually put a lifesteal set on him as well. So I would choose lifesteal as my 3rd option. Stun, obviously my 1st option. This is my build. This is my preferred build. And then speed. I would go triple speed sets. If you need the extra accuracy, go 1 accuracy set or go perception. Just, make sure you get enough accuracy. 12 for each stage of the dungeon. We're looking at 250 accuracy for Doom Tower normal. We're looking at 300 accuracy for Doom Tower hard, okay? So anyway, Deke. All right. He's good. So what do we have on him here? Again, I'm looking for substats of speed. Anything I can get. I have crit rate on the gauntlets. I have attack percentage on the chest. No speed though. Womp womp. I have speed on the boots, obviously. Looking for accuracy and speed. Accuracy and speed. Honestly, that's all I really care about. His attack is so low at 947. His multipliers are fairly low as well. Let me actually look up his multipliers as I'm talking here. They're low. That I'm not worried. I'm not stressing out about building a ton of attack on this champion, right? Even if you just go HP percentage or defense percentage on his chest, I think that's totally fine. You're not going to notice a huge damage difference. So don't be afraid to go HP or to go with defense on the chest. In terms of accessories here, I went defense on the ring again here. I'm not stressing so much on the attack. And then I'm stressing on the crit rate, but I'm not stressing to get every ounce of attack building or scaling off of a 947. What's the point, right? Not the end of the world if he's not dying to put him in attack percentage, but you guys get the point. Same thing with on the amulet, guys. I went crit damage, but in reality, I was just looking for a nice accuracy roll. I got a roll on it. I went with it, right? So crit damage, HP, again, or defense is all fine. I'm still trying to look up him on my cell phone. Man, just cut and edit, dude. Just cut and edit. You don't have to keep them hanging the whole time while you have to pay attention to the video. Accuracy on the banner makes a lot of sense. And again, really nice speed roll there on that banner as well. So I have my Deacon, as you can see, really fast. You guys don't need to build him this fast. Just put him in your best stun gear that has speed substats, right? Or put him in speed. Just to make sure you're trying to aim for that, whatever your target is based on where you are in the game, aim for that accuracy. And again, we're aiming for 100% crit rate. We nailed it here on the 100% crit rate. So finally, his damage multiplier on the A1 is a 1.8. His damage multiplier on his A2, his AoE, is actually a 4. So that's really good, the multiplier, but the base attack is really weak. So do what you will with that. You'll see the damage once we take him into Fire Knight in the arena as well. So those are the stats. I really like this build on this champion. I will say that even with the HP off of the mastery, I like to get him around 35k, a little bit higher, but given his defense and HP ratio, I think he's just fine. I think over 2,000 attack is a good kind of benchmark for the mid to end game for Deacon Armstrong. So there he is, guys. Aesthetically, I think he's just average, you know, like maybe a little bit above average. I like him from behind.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Front, yeah, I guess he's a cool looking champion. Now that I really take a deep dive into him. Jeez, is everything coming out wrong in this video, or is it just me? I apologize, kids, I apologize. All right, so here we go. Let's take him into... Oh man, I don't even know where I just went there. Too many weird stuff going on here. Fire Knight's Castle. Fire Knight 25, boom, here we go. Fire Knight 25 with no legendaries except for Still the Drakes. She's in every video. She has to make an appearance. It's contractually obligated. This is a really good team for stage 25, honestly. And we always talk about energy efficiency being at stage 24, but the affinity matchup here for stage 25, if you just want good gear and you don't mind making that sacrifice on energy efficiency, go with this team, right? And again, I recognize that not all these champions are easy to get, right? Deacon Armstrong, Cold Heart, Allure, Apothecary, and Sill of the Drakes. It's gonna take me about 5, 6, 7 minutes, who knows, to get this run down. Actually, yeah, let's do it. But it's always going to be successful. This team does not die. Very, very good. He's exceptionally good in Fire Knight because of all that turn meter, right? Or I should say, all the defense down and the turn meter, especially for the waves. These waves in level 25 dungeons, I mean, they have like a billion HP. A billion HP each. It takes forever to kill them without a seer. I almost thought about cheating and just throwing seer on the team to make it a little bit faster, but even then, I'm not sure who I would sub her in for. But in a lot of ways, he's acting like a mini Lysandra, you know? And when I say a mini Lysandra, that's not even a shot at him because he's doing a lot that Lysandra doesn't do as well, but I almost subbed out Lysandra on this team, put him in there, and now I don't have to run Stag Knight anymore, right? And I have an extra spot and I put Apothecary in there. Think about it, right? Before I had Stag Knight and Lysandra. I combined those two champions for Deacon Armstrong, and that's why I really like Deacon Armstrong. He's your defense down champion. He's got heals, he's got CC, he's got a stun set. He's doing so much, right? He's got the turn meter depletion. He's like a jack of all trades. And that is, to me, really the holy grail of Raid Shadow Legends. When you can combine 2 champions or 3 champions in 1 champion, then it really frees you up to put extra kind of things that you could use, right? So Apothecary has a 3-hitter on his A1, help me get that shield down. He has spot heals, he has increased speed, all things that I could really use on this team. So that's why I love Deke in there. So it saved me 2 positions, Stag Knight and Lysandra, right? That's exactly the team I used to run, and I threw Apothecary in there instead. Anyway, guys, you don't want to see 10 minutes of wave killing. I'll come back at you guys when we get to the Fire Knight. All right, guys, so here we are at the Fire Knight, and already we get the shield down really quickly. I missed an Allure and a Cold Heart going auto into the shield, and that's it. Game over, right? I mean, this team is so easy once you actually get to Fire Knight. He never, ever takes a turn. He never gets to go. And again, we have the turn meter on the A3, really effective against the Fire Knight, no matter what level you're facing him on. And of course, we have the turn meter of Cold Heart and of Allure. That is all we need on this team. And now it's just a matter of time. So let's see how much damage he does here against a boss. Well, that was his A3. He goes right back into his A1 or A2. So, and we'll see how much damage he does overall at the end of this battle. It's tough to read, into it against a boss here. So, yeah, man, what do you think of Deacon? I'm so happy I got this guy because, again, I mean, look at all these extra turns. It feels like he's in like this OP Relentless set, but nah, he's just always, because think about it even on the A3, right? You use the A3, you proc an extra turn, and immediately that goes from a 3-turn cooldown to a 2-turn cooldown. It's just like the synergy there is insane. He's already going in again. It's just, he's a really special champion, right? And you build him fast and he's just taking a million turns, right? And that damage starts to add up. Those leeches that he's able to apply to all the enemies starts to add up in terms of all those heals. And of course, he's always keeping decreased defense on all of the enemies because it's practically on a 2-turn cooldown, especially if you're building him fast. So as I said, it's not the fastest run in the world, but it's a fairly free-to-play friendly team. Kinda, not really. It's not a super pay-to-win team. How about that? Is that a little bit more fair to say? And again, the Deke put out 1.3 million, a little bit more damage than Allure, a little bit less damage than Coltart, more than Soul the Drakes, and more than Apothecary, you know? So he's definitely, you know, not a schlub on the defensive end. Let's go ahead and show you. I think you guys kind of get the point. I want to show you against Fire Knight because it makes a lot of sense. It actually makes a lot of sense against anybody, right? He's just really good. Let me show you him in the arena as well, because I think that in arena, he's another really interesting choice. So let's go ahead and refresh, see what I have. Oh, this is a tough team. This is a tough one here. Now, Incubus is a very, very tough opponent. We might have to think this one out. Okay, I kid. Let's go against a team that's kind of tough. This is a really tough team, huh? This one? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it! Okay, so what do we want to do here? We want her. We want... All right, I want to maintain my speed. I want him out. I want the Deke in. And then I want Sky-Touched Shaman. I don't know if I have her fast enough, but we're going to try anyway. Let's see how this team does. Let's see how the Deke does, right? So here we go. We know we're going to go first after Hegemon. Ooh, it was a Nukamon and almost killed everybody. My God.
I immediately regret this decision.
Look at the HP on Trunda right now. Still might win this. Still might win this. Let's see. Can we kill Duchess without decreased defense? No. So, shame on me for even thinking that we were going to win this battle, because I don't have him speed tuned. I have Trunda faster than Deacon right now. My bad on that. My bad. So we're going to lose no matter what we do, but we're always going to go in with the A3, right? Got a couple resists there, because we can immediately go right back in with the A2 afterwards. Hey, we killed one Tormund. Let's speed it up here. Wait a second here. Wait a second. We might... No, we're not going to be able to pull it off. If the decreased defense was applied when it ought to have been, I think my trend is around 250 speed, so we just barely missed out there. Let's go ahead and he's going to ally attack. They're not going to be able to kill Arbiter. Let's see, a counterattack there. And she's still alive. She's still alive. This is, you know, you ever get one of these arena battles that you know you're gonna lose, but you just refuse to give in? You're like, no. I don't want to use the revive. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of the Nukamon though. All right, boom, kill him. Okay, that didn't work out, did it? That didn't work out. All right, now let's do it this way. So turn meter, take another turn, apply decreased defense to 2 of the enemies at least. Got a couple resists. Now we can pick up the revival, take another turn, speed everybody up. Now we have to worry about this. The Tormund CC. It's over. It's over. What a battle. You know what, though? You got to give me credit for A, not cutting out arena losses, and B, going against the hardest opponent there without a speed tuned team. All right, let's pick another team. Let's pick another. Hey, how about this team? This is kind of a fun one. Krisk and Urska with Skullcrown and Seeker. Let's go with the same team, but this time, I need a slower nuker, because we're not going to be able to show off his abilities, because the reason why he's so good in the arena is you start with the time compression. Then you take an extra turn, you're decreasing turn meter, so you guys get what I'm talking about, right? Let's put in a Skull Crown of our own. How about that? How about that? Where is she? Right in front of my face? Yes. And then, who else do we even need? I guess, who else do we even need, right? This is the cool thing about him. He's decreased defense and he's got the, I don't know. Like, let's just go 3. Let's just go 3 deep here. Let's see if we can do it. All right. I guess we could have used the Madame Ceres, huh? Get these shields off. Okay. Apply some decreased defense. Is she good enough of a nuker? let's see. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. Not making things easy on myself. Going only 3 champions. Trying to make a challenge here. We lose 1. It's okay. We lose the Deke, but it's okay. We have Skull Crown, and she has Retribution. She has Provoke, but she has an AoE on the A1 too. Let's pick up Deke. Let's go into the A3. Skull Crown can't stop, won't stop. Let's go after the other Skull Crown. Trigger the unkillable now. Let's put a leech on Seeker. Get a little bit of healage going on. And then we're 2 turns away from the revival. Man, like, why am I trying to flex on you? Why am I trying to, like, show off on you guys by only running 3 champions? I think we're still gonna win here. Can we kill her? We did. I think we're still gonna win, but it could have been so much easier if I just had a 2nd champion on the team, right? Fill her own turn meter, give her another turn, pick up our 2 champions, and then we're looking good. Come into the A1. It doesn't really matter who we attack here. All right, want to keep everybody alive. That's the goal. All right, let's remove some. We're gonna go next anyway. Let's remove some of these buffs. There we go. Now let's do time compression. Take an extra turn. Thank you very much. Let's apply the leech to Krisk. And come in with the A1 here. I don't know what I have in terms of gear. It would be nice to get a stun proc on one of these champions, huh? All right. Turn meter. Man, I'm giving you guys some nice arena battles here. But you guys get the point, right? I mean, the big thing that we're trying to illustrate here that I want you guys to take away from, from the arena part is, let me just wait till we get to him again. We're gonna win this one. Not bad, right? Not bad. Three-man squad. All right. So, but without showing you guys 100 different arena battles, you get it, right? You open up with this, you fill turn meter. What a great opening move, right? Because you can go right into the A2, decrease defense on all the enemies, and then you do A1 one time and you're right back into the A3 again. Isn't that really cool? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this guide. I love this champion, but I told you, no more groveling. Really good champion. Check out his, if you want a text guide, check him out on Ayumi Love. I'll have a link to that in the show notes below. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, guys. I appreciate you, and as always, take care, guys.